Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into a topic that, well, truly resonates with everyone, doesn't it? Crossing cultures, connecting hearts, music.
It's just endlessly fascinating. And our source material today, it gives us this really unique way to explore it.
How so?
Well, everything from the specific words we use to categorize sounds and, genres and things,
Right.
to the really profound impact music has on us, our well-being, even just how we talk every day.
Absolutely. We've got a fantastic set of sources, including this English language learning transcript that's focused purely on music.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it gives some incredible insights into how we actually talk about tunes, artists, even emotions linked to music. So our mission for you today is to sort of unpack all that, not just the genres, but the surprising ways music shapes our language and, well, our lives.
It sounds like a great plan. Where do we start?
Okay, let's get into it. So to kick things off, the sources immediately ground us in musical terminology. What's interesting is how they start right off defining key terms.
Yeah, the basics you need to even have the conversation.
Exactly.
And what stands out right away is that word genre. It sounds a bit fancy, maybe French, but it's fundamental. It's just a category, right? Like for books or movies,
Yeah.
horror, action, whatever.
Sure, a way to sort things.
Exactly. And in music, it's the first step to navigating that huge world of sound out there. It helps us know what to expect, sort of.
It really does. And then the source moves to another term acronym.
Right, something we see all the time, USA, DNA.
Right, man, yeah.
It's just a short way of saying a long name.
Yeah.
And in music, you get things like R&B.
For rhythm and blues.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's like a little linguistic shortcut, almost like, how a certain beat or melody can be a shortcut to a feeling.
That's a great way to put it, a shortcut to understanding.
And it makes you think, how do these shortcuts help us deal with this massive world of music?
Well, the sources actually show this really well. They use this fun example, a game show format called I Love That Song.
Oh.
Yeah, contestants have to name songs and, crucially, their genres. So you hear the terms used immediately in context.
That's a clever setup. Puts the theory into practice right away.
Totally. And the game, it quickly throws out some specific genres. Team A, they get George Strait's Carrying Your Love With Me.
Okay, classic.
And they nail it. Country music. Then Team B gets Cisco's Thong Song.
Huh. Bit of a change there.
Right. And they identify it as R&B. And the source explains right there, R&B stands for rhythm and blues.
Good clarification. What else came up?
Superstar by the Carpenters, that was classed as adult contemporary.
Right, that softer sound. Makes sense.
And then things got interesting. They had a double or nothing round.
Ooh, raising the stakes.
Yeah. And it led to Nightwish's Kingslayer.
Okay, definitely not adult contemporary.
No, it was identified as Finnish power metal.
Wow, quite the range in just a few questions.
Exactly. And it didn't stop there. The tiebreaker round mentioned hip-hop, classical, gothic metal, rap, and disco.
Goodness. Just like that, a huge spectrum of music laid out.
It really shows the incredible diversity just from listening to a few minutes of this imagined game show, how we use these labels to quickly place different kinds of sounds.
Definitely. It's a quick tour.
So, okay, we've heard this whirlwind of genres, a quick list, but what does it all mean, beyond just the label?
Right, what makes them tick?
Yeah.
Thankfully, our sources go a bit deeper there. They look into the characteristics of some of these styles.
Good. Where should we start?
Well, let's take country music. The source points out its roots, deep in the southern U.S., a long tradition there.
Guitars are key, right?
Guitars, yes, but also that distinct vocal thing, twang.
Ah, yes, the twang.
The source describes it as like a specific southern way of saying words, almost drawing them out a bit. They mention Garth Brooks as an example.
You can definitely hear it with him.
Yeah, it's not just an accent. It's part of the musical identity, connected to that heritage. But importantly, country is huge.
Yeah.
So many different kinds of artists within it.
For sure. It's not monolithic. Okay, what about R&B, rhythm and blues?
Right. The sources describe this one as mixing jazz traditions with a real focus on rhythm.
The drums and bass.
Exactly, that driving force. John Legend gets mentioned as a modern example. You can hear how it keeps evolving, but still has that soul and rhythm.
Yeah, that smooth but rhythmic feel. Okay, moving to the other end of the spectrum, metal.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
definitely heavier. The source notes it's super popular, but also incredibly broad.
So many subgenres.
Oh, yeah. Power metal, heavy metal, gothic metal, electronic metal. The list goes on. It gets so specific that, honestly, unless you're a real fan, telling groups apart can be tough.
Right. It's almost like you need specialist knowledge for the nuances.
Pretty much. It's a whole world, like you said.
Okay. And finally, hip-hop.
Yep. The sources trace this one back to New York, Brooklyn specifically, late 80s, growing out of jazz, interestingly.
How so?
Well, the description is taking old records, vinyls, slowing them down, adding heavy bass, and then the lyrics on top.
And they mention artists like 50 Cent, Nelly.
Yeah.
Huge figures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which leads to an interesting question the source raises.
What's that?
The difference between hip-hop and rap.
Ah, yeah. People often use them interchangeably.
They do.
Yeah.
But the source suggests a distinction. Rap tends to be very lyric-heavy, focus on the words, the story, the flow.
Okay.
Whereas hip-hop is often more beat-heavy. The emphasis is more on the overall sound, the rhythm, the production.
That's actually a really useful distinction. It's subtle, but it highlights where the artistic focus might lie.
Exactly. It shows how specific the language around music can get when you dig in. It's about understanding that creative intent.
Creative intent. I like that. And, speaking of language, that game show dialogue, it wasn't just about music terms.
No.
No, it threw up some brilliant phrases we can use just, in everyday chat, like finding a hidden track full of useful language nuggets.
That's often how we learn language best, isn't it? In context, like that phrase, double or nothing.
Right. Where does that come from?
Well, the source suggests it's likely from gambling, from betting.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the idea is you risk your current winnings. If you're right, you double them. If you're wrong, poof, they're gone. Nothing.
High stakes. Like betting on the capital of Brazil, as they say. $50 becomes $100 or it becomes zero.
Precisely. All or nothing, almost, which links to another phrase.
Tiebreaker.
You got it. When scores are level, you need something extra to decide the winner. That's the tiebreaker.
And again, it's often win or lose at that point. No second chances.
Exactly. Applies everywhere. Sports, quizzes, even arguments sometimes.
Huh, maybe. And what about the pressure is on? That one feels quite common.
It is, but the source gives it real weight. It's not just mild stress. It means things are serious. The stakes are genuinely high.
Like you really have to focus and deliver.
Absolutely. And they mention the flip side, to put pressure on someone, assigning that responsibility.
And the examples they give are powerful, aren't they? Michael Jordan needing the winning shot.
Or an executive, Carl, after a promotion, suddenly responsible for a huge project.
Yeah, or a president dealing with a recession, or a whole team needing a new product.
Yeah.
Fast.
It really paints a picture of that weight, that critical moment.
Yeah.
Way beyond just a game show.
Definitely. So, okay. We've looked at the language, the genres, even these everyday phrases, but let's shift back to the music itself.
The core of it all.
Yeah. Our sources touch on something really deep. Music's power to affect us personally, sometimes in ways we don't even realize.
It's fascinating, that connection. The sources bring up a study by American doctors looking at music's effect on heart patients.
Oh, really? What did they find?
Well, the results suggested that listening to music you genuinely like, something that resonates with you,
Yeah.
can actually cause your heart to pump more oxygen to your brain,
Wow.
which in turn can make you feel happier. It's a physiological thing, not just emotional.
So there's a direct physical benefit to listening to tunes you love, like a dose of sonic medicine.
Kind of. It points to music's therapeutic side. It's linked to our basic well-being.
That's amazing. And then the sources dive into that age-old debate. You hear it all the time.
Let me guess. They don't make music like they used to.
Bingo. That exact phrase. The argument being that, older music had deeper lyrics, written by real musicians.
Meant to last, meant to transcend time.
Right, unlike maybe some modern stuff that feels more disposable to some people.
It's a common feeling, that nostalgia. But is it actually true?
Whoa.
The source offers a strong counter-argument. It says the last 10 years or so have seen incredible growth in creativity, largely because of the internet.
How so?
Think about it. Global connection. A musician today can instantly hear sounds from Mali or India or anywhere.
Sure, the access is unprecedented.
Exactly. It opens up totally new influences, new combinations. This tech revolution might be fueling more creativity, not less. It challenges that golden age thinking.
That's a really important point. It reframes the debate away from just nostalgia. It makes you, our listener, think, what is the state of music today, really?
And this whole discussion really leads us to the core message in the sources about music's fundamental power.
Which they illustrate beautifully with a story. It's about a boy named Adam, almost like a parable.
It really ties everything together.
Yeah.
So Adam lives in this simple village. His joy comes from, as he calls them, nature's musicians.
The birds singing.
Exactly. Simple, pure sound. He doesn't have fancy instruments, just a drum made from an old box.
But his friends gather round.
Yeah, they clap to his rhythm. It shows music is just there. It's accessible. Doesn't need much to spark connection.
And then the story shifts, right? An old man arrives.
Yes, carrying a guitar, something Adam's never even seen before. It represents something new, something from outside.
Adam's shy, but the old man sees him watching.
And he calls him over, offers to teach him,
Yeah.
and says something key. You don't need one to start. You can learn by watching and practicing with me.
That's lovely. It speaks to that generosity, passing things on.
It really does. And the core lesson the old man gives Adam is profound.
That's that.
He says, music is not just about sound. It is about feelings. When you play, you tell a story.
Ah, so it's about communication, expression, not just technique.
Precisely. Adam practices, people notice him improving, and he starts dreaming of sharing music with everyone.
And it leads to that village concert scene. Adam on his drum, the old man on guitar.
Such a powerful image. Everyone gathers, people clap, they dance, they sing. Even the elders are tapping their feet.
It just breaks down barriers, doesn't it? Pure shared joy through sound.
Absolutely. And then the ultimate gesture. The old man gives his guitar to Adam.
Changing his life.
Totally. Adam becomes the village musician, plays everywhere, weddings, festivals, just ordinary days, bringing joy.
And the cycle continues. Years later, Adam's a teacher himself.
Passing on those same lessons, music is for everyone.
Mm.
It connects us. It makes us feel alive. It's a legacy built on sound and feeling.
So what's the takeaway here for you listening? Adam's story really shows music is so much more than just, background noise or entertainment.
It has real power. It can heal sadness, amplify joy, help us say things words can't.
It's like a bridge between people. Doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
And it's not about having the best gear or being technically perfect.
Not at all. It's about passion, practice, sharing that feeling. Anyone can make music. Singing, clapping, tapping your feet. It all counts.
Music really is for everyone.
So we've gone from technical terms
Yeah.
like genre and acronyms
Mm-hmm.
through everyday phrases like the pressure is on,
Mm-hmm.
all the way to this deep, universal power of music captured in Adam's story.
Yeah, it's clear music shapes our language, our moods, how we connect. We saw it with the heart patient study and felt it with Adam.
Which leaves a question for you, our listener, doesn't it? If music is this incredible gift, this universal language speaking straight to the heart.
What song will you listen to next that really captures that power for you? And maybe how could you share that feeling, that connection with someone else?
Something to think about.
We really hope this deep dive into music has given you some fresh perspectives, maybe a new appreciation for the soundtrack of our lives. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.
And keep letting music move your heart.